the 6th, and it looks like we're still waiting to see who our president is going to be. First off, my name is Gloria Ward, and I'm the founder of the I'm Loving Me Project. I know it's been a couple of days. Uh, I've been trying to wait up and see who the freaking president will be, right? But it seems that we will actually have to wait just a little bit more time to see how things turn out. But I want to welcome you to the Inspiration in 30. Usually this happens uh, every day at 7:30. I try to come on and just give you guys some encouraging words for all of you guys who are members of the I'm Loving Me Project. And first, I have to say that remember, I don't know if you were on, if you were not on, starting Wednesday, we are going to do a free series working on our mindset. We're going to talk about those ants, those automatic negative thoughts that go through our mind and our head to try to get our mind right. And actually, you know what? I'm going to see if the Zoom link is ready, as it should be. The series is going to last into December. All you have to do is register to sign up, and we're going to go through Ellie Curry's mindset, Own Your Mindset journal, so that you can actually see what you really be thinking each and every day, so it can help you change your thoughts. She did it with us on our Empower Her Soul, and it was amazing. And I wanted to share it with everyone, especially those who couldn't make it. So I wanted to see if I can get the registration link for you guys. It is right here. I know they put it up, but I haven't been on. But here's the registration link to go ahead and register for that event if you want to come on. And if you don't, that's fine. You do have to go ahead and purchase her purchase her journal. Let me get the I know I got to do all this stuff. I'm sorry, y'all. I didn't have it ready. But you do have to purchase her journal. You have to download it. It's something that you could go ahead and download. And once you download it, you come on the free webinar. She's going to walk us through it. There's a couple of ways that we can use it. She's going to show us how. I already downloaded it. It is $19, but I mean, it's $19, y'all. I mean, it is so powerful, though. It's a 30-day plan, but we're going to do a couple of series just to see how we can start to manage our thoughts. And it really helps us with that thought therapy, like the automatic negative thoughts that we have in our head. So I want you guys to take a look. Like I said, if you want to come, you could come. If you don't think you need it, then, don't come. Give it to a girlfriend or a friend or someone who you believe will benefit from it. But it is a series that I put together only because I want to make sure that as we're walking into 2021, we get a solid foundation of how we think, what our thoughts are, so that we can become more aware of ourselves. We don't, as you can see, we don't know what the hell is about to happen, right? Hey, Vanessa, we don't know what the hell is about to happen, right? We see everything that's happening in the media with the president, all that stuff. But we have no control of those things. We have no control on what's going to happen, how it's going to affect us, how it's going to change our lives. The only thing that we can control is ourselves, right? And because we can control ourselves, it is our opportunity to stay ahead of the game. Like I told you guys, we want to make sure that as we walking into another year, we are focused on what we want to do. If we are in a dark place, that's what I wanted to talk about today. If you are in a dark place, if you are in a confused state, if you are in a position where you are not sure what you want to do with your life, where you going, if you do know how you're going to get there and you got all these thoughts going into your mind, Please do not be afraid of the dark place. It is in the dark where things are birthed. You get what I'm saying? It is in the dark where you discover who you are and what you want out of life, right? It is in those hard and difficult places where you discover yourself. And we know that we've been there plenty of times, right? Some of us are still there. Some of us are still in a situation where we're trying to pull ourselves out. We're trying to think differently. We're trying to be different. We're trying to do different things. I know for me, I got to tell y'all, I had I don't know if I should say this, but I'm going to say it. So I had someone come visit me recently, right? A male friend, right? And he came to my house and, we were just hanging out, things like that or whatever, right? So when I saw the person again, I was carrying something. I was carrying like my laptop bag and all this stuff because I was coming from work. So he was like, "Give me that. Why are you carrying all this stuff?" And I was like, "Oh, you're going to walk me to my car?" I said, "You don't have to walk me to my car." He was like, "Oh, no, don't worry about it. I know your car is messy. I've seen you. I've been to your house, right? Because I have a lot of stuff around in my house. I have a lot of books." And so I said to myself, I was like, "Oh my God, did he just insult me?" Right? I was like, "Excuse me." I was like, did he just insult me? Or, he's just saying that he knows that I'm all over the place, right? And so I didn't know how to take it. I didn't, I didn't ask or anything like that. I didn't come back with no follow up. I just kept it quiet, but it was just in my head where I was saying to myself, you know, uh, in 2021, my goal is to get a little bit more organized. Where, if you can see, I had this couch for so long, right? So I'm getting a new couch, I'm getting a new desk, I'm getting new furniture, I'm getting myself together, right? Only because I am moving to the next level in my life, and what that requires is me to go ahead and let go of the things that I don't need anymore, to let go of those things that are no longer serving me, right? And to let go and allow in the new things and the new beginnings, right? It is time to get out of the dark place and move yourself into that next level. And that requires work. It requires change. It requires you to see and to understand and to know where you are, right? So I'm taking my steps. Let me tell y'all, I'm getting a new couch, a new rug. Uh, what is the other thing that I'm getting? I'm getting a new bookshelf, because my problem is I have books all over the place. If I turn this around, if I turn this computer monitor around, I have books everywhere. I have papers everywhere, only because I see my apartment as a big office with a bedroom so I can sleep, right? Because I'm constantly working, I'm constantly doing something, right? And I'm constantly moving around. And so I was saying to myself, this year, 2021, what I want to do is I want to be able to pull myself up to the next level. And what does that next level look like for me? Getting rid of those things that no longer serve me. Getting clear and clearing out all those things that I've been holding on to, right? This couch I had since I was married. It's time to let that go. The bookshelf I had, most of all this stuff was when I moved out of my house with my husband, right? This man done got new furniture. He done got new TVs, all that stuff. And I'm still holding on to this same desk, right? The same lights, everything. Because I felt like um, I don't need anything, right? I got everything I need and I'm fine. But what it also does is it keeps you in that place where you're not able to come out and grow. You got to understand um when things seem dark in your life, right? And when things seem like they're not moving anywhere, when you recognize it, you have to move, because it is in the dark places, I keep telling you, where your visions and your downloads come, right? Right? It is time. Linda, let me tell you, it is time. Look, you got to be able to say, you know what? I have to make a decision to go ahead and move on. And that's with anything, right? That's with anything. For me, it's my furniture and stuff like that. I've moved on in my mind, right? I've moved on with other things, but I'm still holding on to different things. Let me tell y'all, I had a conversation uh, with my ex-husband because I was just like, so many people are telling me that we don't know how to let go of our relationship. That when you get divorced, you're supposed to, let go. And I told you guys the story of how he's moving on and all this stuff, right? And so I said, do you think we're stuck? And he's like, no, I don't think so. I just think that we're friends. And I said, yeah, I think so too. And so he's like, well, at the same time, I'm thinking, like, if you do want to let go, though, Gloria, you can, like, and then he started running down all the things. Then he started running down all the things. If you want to pay your own cell phone bill and get your own plan, you can. If you want to go ahead and get your own Netflix, you can. If you want to go ahead and buy your own couch, you can. If you want to go ahead and buy your own, and I'm up there like, I don't want to do that. Right? I don't want to do that. Right? But I had to look at it, guys. I had to look at it and say, what am I holding on to? Right? Why can't I let go? What am I holding on to? And I had to admit that I'm holding on to the fact that I like that somebody is there. I like the fact that somebody has my back, if that makes sense, right? Like, I like the fact that I still have someone who is there for me, because if I have to totally do it on my own, then you kind of feel alone. Does that make sense? Now, not alone meaning that there's nobody around, because there's plenty of people around, right? My friends are around, the people I hang out with, coworkers, there's a whole bunch of people around. But and you ladies probably understand this because you probably went through it too. But you know how you in a position where it is just that one person who has your back regardless. It doesn't matter what you do, what you say, how you are. They just know you and they understand. That is what we have. We just can't be together, right? And it's very hard for people to understand that. I don't know. But in my mind, we were friends first. So we still have a friendship. And it is difficult to actually see him just not there. Does that make sense? You know what I'm saying? But as far as moving on with life and all that stuff, I don't really care, right? But People are saying, no, you should move away because you can't let anybody else in. I'm like, no, there's plenty of people I can let in, and there's plenty of people who want to get in. I just, you know what I'm saying? You just gotta put up with the now me, right? When I was in that dark place, ladies, when I was in that dark place where I was um not sure with with what I wanted to do and where I wanted to go. And I kept asking myself every day, I kept asking myself, hey Lynn, what do you want? What is it that you want, Gloria? What do you want for your life? How do you want how do you want to spend the rest of your life? What's really going to make you happy? Outside of a man, outside of work, outside of everything. While you sitting in this dark place right now, how do you pull yourself out? Loving me was one. Two was discovering that I could not um, allow myself to continue to, how do I say this? Continue to allow other people to bring me happiness. You know what I'm trying to say? Like, I couldn't be happy by myself. I was happy because I was married. I was happy because I I had a great business. I was happy because I was doing all these outside things. You get it? And when all those things went away, and here I am sitting with myself, I'm saying to myself, well, what's next? Do I run out there and try to fill the void of finding somebody so that I can be happy? Air quotes. But I said, that's not me. Hey, Erica. Hi, Tracy. But I said, that's not me because I'm not that online dating person. I'm old school, y'all. I'm that old school girl that has to bump into somebody at the grocery store, on the plane, through a friend, or somewhere where I'm working and they're working, kind of thing. I can't sit and go through profiles and be like, yeah, this is it, this is it, this is it. I can't do that. I'm more of a social being. I have to feel your vibe before I can even ask anything. And they say, well, Gloria, that's the whole point. You choose what you want and then you text them and then you meet them and then you get to feel the vibe, but you're just going through. To me, and this is only my thoughts. These are only my thoughts. This has nothing to do with anybody else and their choices. To me, it's like it's just out there on the market. It's not special, right? Even if you have a private life, to me, I like the whole thing of what do you call that? I don't know. I forgot what the word is, but I like the whole thing of figuring out who you are, kind of thing. I don't like stuff all out there where you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want to know that your profile is out there and you got like 10 people asking you the same question. It just doesn't, that's just not my style. And so I said, no, that's not it. So that's not me. So, of course, the whole dating relationship thing had to wait, right? So then I said, well, what about life? What about work? What is it that you want to do? And I found this project, right? Because I said, this is what I want to do for the rest of my life. It is me. I said to myself, When I was in that dark place, yes, engagement, right? When I was in that dark place, I said to myself, the next thing that I do, the next business that I have, it has to, it has to I have to be 100% myself. I cannot fake and be phony of anything. I could be professional, I think, right? I could be professional when it's required, but I have to be me. I have to be doing something that I love to do that requires nothing but me doing what I love, and that is helping other people while helping myself and learning and growing and having fun and being happy and building along the way. That's what I asked for. When I was in that dark place, when I had my other business and I'm having heart palpitations and getting sick and all that stuff, I was like, I know that's not for this, that wasn't for me. But I learned a lot, right? And I made a decision to do that. And now every time I come on here with you guys and all the stuff that we do and all the stuff that we will be doing and the team that I've built and continue to build, you guys know I'm 100% myself. You guys know my business. Look, I must have said something. I must have said something that people heard, because you hear the phone going off, right? So, they be texting me like, oh my God, I can't believe you said that. My family be texting me, or they'll get out here on Facebook and be like, no, that didn't happen. Stop telling all your family business. It's my business. It's my life. I'm happy because I went through that dark place. And in that dark place, I discovered who I was. You get what I'm saying? In that dark place, I had to ask myself, what is it that I want for me? How do I want my life to be? How do I want to live the rest of my life being peaceful and happy and joyous and really mean it? Really, really, really mean it. No bullshitting. No sitting up here pretending. No sitting up here having fear because I'm afraid to do some things. Right? No sitting up here saying that I want something when I really don't want it. No more pretending to put myself out there and help others, and I'm not helping myself. No more not taking care of me. No more not putting my needs first. Why? Because when I did that, I ended up in a dark place. So why would I go ahead and repeat that? Why would I go ahead and do that again? What did it take to get out? Self-discovery, therapy, self-awareness, loving myself, making very, very hard choices. Choices that change friendships, that change lovers, that change jobs, that change everything. Because I decided to choose me in that dark place. And outside of that, I birthed this person that you see that is now on a journey to getting even better and building and doing everything. Now, when you come out and you start anew, you are not done. Right? That's where people get tripped up. They say, well, I was in this dark place and I came out of that. Now I feel great. Story's over. No, it's not. New levels, new devils. Right? The more you work harder on yourself, the more friends you lose. the more people that change in your life, because now you're choosing you. People are like, well, why don't you come around no more? And where are you? And how come you don't have time to do this? And, you should be here. You should do this. And you should, and you should. No, that's what you want me to do. Right? Hey, Kim, that's what you want me to do. Here's what I want to do. I would like to sit home, stare at the wall all day, and be fine. Can I do that? I can. I don't have to do what you say. I just came out of the darkness. This is the new me. And I can do whatever the hell I want to do. As long as it doesn't infringe on what you got going on, it doesn't hurt anybody, and I'm not damaging anybody's emotions. I'm taking care of me. Right? Remember I told you I was at this watching this thing on YouTube with this guy. He was amazing. He was, teaching about the laws of the universe and all these wonderful things. And one of the things that I took away from that, I don't know if she's on. I was actually watching it yesterday with a friend of mine. And the biggest thing that we learned is that he said you have to be able to fall in love with the life that you have now. That's how you get more. That's how you see more and experience more. Fall in love with the life that you have now. If you're constantly worried about something that you don't have, you stay stuck. I don't have enough money. I don't have the man I want. I don't have the house I want. I don't have the car I want. I don't have the job I want. I don't have this. I don't have that. You're staying stuck. You're so focusing on what you don't have, where you're not even grateful for what you do have. If we can turn that around, and we could say, I'm grateful for the car I have. I'm grateful for the job I have. I'm grateful for the house I have. I'm grateful for everything that I have, all the activity of my limbs and everything. That's how you start to bring yourself up out the dark place. That's how you start to live, because you are grateful and you have gratitude for all those things around you. And guess what? More things come to you. More good things come to you. Right? What we don't see is all of the good things that are around us, because we so focus on that little small speck. What is that thing in the Bible? The speck in the eye thing, right? And the speck in the plank, right? You just as, and what was the moral of that story? You just as blind as I am. And you trying to judge what I got, and you just as blind as I am. Right? We have to know that at this point in our lives, ladies, at this point, I don't care how old you are. You could be 19, you can be 80. As long as you have breath in your body and the activity of all of your limbs, start living for you. Start living for you. Come out of that dark place. Understand how, when we say life is short, I don't even want you to say that, because it puts in your mind that you need to rush like me. I like that reggae song. Life is what you make it. So, darling, my dear, try and make it. I know that you will. Life is what you make it. Right? So, what are we going to do? Right? How are we going to be? Yes, we're going to have a new president, hopefully by today or the weekend. Right? Yes, that's going to be the topic for, I don't know, the next couple of days, right? But what is going to be your focus? That's what I want to know. Where are you going? How are you going to change and move to the next step? If you're in a dark place, how are you going to come out of that? So that you can start living. Because let me tell you, life is amazing. When you decide to choose you, it gets amazing. Because you know why? You don't really take no shit. You do everything you want to do for yourself. Unapologetically. And it's okay. And it's okay. So, I want you guys to know, if you need to work on your mindset, which we all need to, every Wednesday, I forgot the time, but I put it in there. Every Wednesday, we're going to do our own mindset coaching. It's free. All you have to do is go to Ellie's site and get her journal. You have to download the journal. It's $19. And we're going to go through the mindset. We're going to do a couple of sessions. What the sessions are going to do is she's going to teach us how to use the journal first so that we can track how we're thinking, so we can start to change our thoughts and start to move ourselves into that positive state, so we can get rid of those ants, those automatic negative thoughts, so we can get rid of those ants that run through our mind all day long, right? And it's going to be Wednesday night. We're going to be on Zoom. Those of you who want to come, just come. If you want to be nosy and poke around, come on in and poke around, right? If you feel like it's not for you, give it to your girlfriend or someone that you know who can use it, right? Because it is so important for you to work on your mind and know how to get yourself up out of a dark place. Because you can't do it by yourself because you're in it, right? You can't do it because you're in it. You need someone to show you how you can. So the next time, if you fall into it, you'll know how to pick yourself back up. You'll know how to come out. Okay? So register if you want to. If you don't, share it with your friends. Also, we'll put like a little graphic or something on Facebook so that you can share on your page and allow the women to come. It's free. You just pay for the journal because it's yours. And, it's your privacy and all that stuff or whatever. And she's going to come on. She said it's 3 ways on how to use it. She's going to show us how to use it. But I'm telling you guys, when you go through that, it's going to be constantly in your head and you're going to want to do better. So I got an 8:30 meeting. I got to go, but I'll leave you with this. Fall in love with your life now. Don't be stuck waiting, saying, when I get more money, when I get a better house, when I leave this dude, when I leave this woman, when I do this, when I do that. Don't wait for that. Fall in love with your life now. Be happy now. This weekend, I want you to go ahead and do something for you that makes you happy. I don't care if it's taking a walk, going to your favorite restaurant, taking a drive, whatever it is that makes you happy. Do you. Do you. Because every day that you make a choice to choose you, the quicker you'll come out of that dark place. Okay? I love you guys. Register if you want to. We'll see what happens as far as the president's concerned. We're here in Georgia. We almost blew. We don't know. But be safe. Make sure you're safe. Make sure you continue to stay up on current events so you know how to protect yourself. Don't digest all that negativity. Okay? Enjoy your weekend. I love you. I got to go. Bye.